First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the New Orleans Saints. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. There's Chris Olave. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The Saints at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Well, that's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
First down, Winston. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Quick throw to Olave. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep here for Landry. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. Carr finding Waller there for the Vegas first. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Carr. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On 3rd down, Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. And he'll just get rid of it.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Carr. And that will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Landry now on the return. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. First and 10 as this new drive starts.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Kamara. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
A 10th carry for Kamara.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Jameis to throw it. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
And the Saints are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Kamara trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and goal. Winston.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Winston to the sideline here on 4th down, and Will Lutz gets set for a New Orleans field goal try. The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point in the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Carr now on 1st down. And he'll look downfield for Waller. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now a play fake. Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
To throw, it's Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams, as the first half is winding down.
And the Raiders are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
Flushed out right. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action now. Winston. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass.
The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
So the opposite of what they envisioned when they left that locker room, a turnover on the opening drive of this third quarter.
I like your identification there, because that's exactly what they discussed in the locker room before they came out on the field. Let's get the ball. Let's go down and score. Put some points on the board and feel good about it. Not an insurmountable lead, but definitely not how they saw it at halftime.
They run it again with Kamara. And he goes out right around the 39. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
They go play action. Winston. He'll buy some time right. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figured out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
From the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Now Landry. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Winston.
Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Play fake. Winston. On the move to his left.
He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Off the play fake. Winston. Looking long for Thomas. And this one is incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Jameis again. Going deep here for Landry. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Now that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving off to his right, throwing it all the way back across field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm, but sometimes the ball can just hang up there when it goes that distance. He was fortunate it was just incomplete.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Here's Winston. And the Raiders have got him.
Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
Max Crosby is really starting to get his due around the league as one of the best young pass rushers in the game. 25 sacks in his first 3 seasons.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Now Carr. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Here's A.J. Cole now, standing just about on his own goal line. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taken in at the 22. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism for defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Winston. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. Now Winston.
Open man is the tight end Troutman.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Well, this is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Roger's numbers would be larger, but remember, he had a commitment to the Navy. A graduate of the Naval Academy. Back then, you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL.
Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now.
Winston to give, it's Kamara.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to swell the lead to 6. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and that will keep this a 3-point game. Maybe an important fourth quarter miss as this stays a three-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a three-point game. They get a drive, put it through the post. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted.
It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Saints are going to take over here up near the 40.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Coming left is Kamara. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They're looking to throw this. Winston. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Winston will kneel down, and that should be your ball game.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
Well, this is one of those games where if you win it, it feels extra special. But to lose a close one like this, Charles, remember where they didn't score any points in the second half. That has to sting a bit more.
Absolutely, and I really think that they're going to spend so much time pouring over this game film, trying to figure out where their calls went wrong, how they didn't execute on certain plays. It was so close. Yeah, this one's going to linger for a little while as they try and diagnose this loss.
So for New Orleans,
they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory.
And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Baltimore Ravens next week.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.